I can't take any of this for granted. Sometimes chaos just erupts.
Loaded up again. All right, this starts the 2026 season with NASA Southeast, and specifically what I'm worried about is Spec E30. So we're heading down to Roebling Road in Savannah, Georgia. I'm feeling good. I think the car can perform well. I think the conditions should be good. I've got a sticker set of tires that I'm conflicted on whether or not I'll use, but I do want to find a lot of pace. I do want to try to be up front, and I really want to find my first podium. It's gonna feel a little more special if I can get a Saturday podium. So that's the goal. And beyond that, just drive my best. I'm optimistically expecting results this weekend. So 4 hours. This time I'm getting out of here, out of town 3, which hopefully won't be insane traffic. And if it's not too bad, then it will be closer to just those 4 hours. Just pulled up to Roebling, got my wristband. I don't know if I'm unloading tonight yet, but we'll be all set. Today is a test day, so I won't run as much as the opportunity is there. There's a lot of sessions, a lot of drive time, but I tested 3 weeks ago. I've got a good idea of how I'm going to drive this track, how I'm going to drive my car, how I'm going to set it up. So I'll test a couple things, but I want to save my tires. Just try to be as competitive as I can with the tires that I've got. I really like all this tape up here, but I think I'm going to lose all of it. This is it before. Some of it was coming off in the trailer, so I'm not optimistic. This is a comp school weekend, so we're gonna have people going through comp school out there. I'm fully licensed now, but I'm allowed to run in the same session. But there's mock races at the end of the day. I'm allowed to join in on that too, which is gonna be really fun. Right now I'm gonna go out, just make sure the car feels good. I'm not going after any kind of pace or anything, just gonna like get into the groove and find it, so. Car should be good. I pulled some tape off. I want to go out and see if temps are a little more manageable. And again, not really worried too much about pace, but I do want to just see where I'm at, feel the balance of the car, get comfortable with these brakes. This is my first time on the Hawk brakes. I attempted to bed them in that last session. So this time I'm going to see if I can jump out and immediately have confidence in them. As long as it stays the same, I can get used to it. If it's a moving target, that's what's going to make it hard to be fast in these pads. Okay, car feels pretty good. It's still slight tight setup, which I think is going to be fast here. I think the conditions are probably why I've gotten the 22s or faster. I'm pretty happy with that. The brakes were consistent. The temps are static at 230. Once they climb to 230, they just stay there. If that's too high of a temp, obviously I know how to fix that. Wish I had more pace, but it is not cold out, so I don't know how much I can really expect. Pulled all that tape off, and I pushed that open for the oil cooler. The little bit I'd gained from reduced drag probably isn't worth it for just overheating temps. So going back out there while the cop schoolers are doing the swirl. The swirl is where you partner up and then you try to pass each other in a circle indefinitely. Not only is that difficult to do, it's really hard to also let traffic flow through smoothly. And so I'm out there to be some of that traffic to make it hard on them. But I lose it further on in. I don't know if the tires are just getting hot and falling off, or if I'm just running out of talent in the latter part of the track. But man, this is crazy. Roebling just keeps doing this to me. Another set of tires straight to cords. But we'll see. Maybe I'll just swap it to the other side and see if I can get some more random practice out of it. I do have other tires to run. Okay, we're about to kick off the mock race, which is super fun. This is for the comp school students.
All right, rolling starts.
Okay.
We're gonna go full course yellow, about 6, just reform double file, and we're just gonna keep throwing green.
Perfect. Well, you heard the man. That's what we're doing.
Like it hit me. The one that unsettled me was just when I was mid-shift. I've been shifting late as shit.
Yeah.
Fourth,
But it's fun, right? You get a little
time.
extra free horsepower, and yeah, I mean the cords are showing almost to the center line of the tire now. It's from the outside, like halfway.
That's called getting used to your tires.
Yeah, or at least all the tire, like the top layers, all delaminated that far. Yeah, that's all I get out of that set. But I'll put fresh stuff on tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna rotate mine, but
You have to here.
this is the best I'm gonna get.
Today is Saturday. It is the first race day. Last configuration was the rear sway bar connected, 20 milli spacer up front, 25 in the rear. I'm gonna flip that just to see, like, maybe I can get a little more of an oversteer bias. To save tire, I'm gonna treat it like a time attack or proper qualifier. I'm gonna go out, turn like a couple laps to get a flyer in, and then just bring it in. I am on fresh to me tires. They're not new tires. They're tires I got from Charlie with 7 heat cycles on them, but they look really clean and even. I set my tire pressures to the same 28 cold. That time 23.4. That'll put me somewhere near the front, I think. Hopefully, if I miscalculate, maybe I'm way in the back, but I don't think so. I think they're finalizing grids right now, but I ended up second place. Charlie just beat me out. A little bit faster time. That means I start on the outside lane, right next to Charlie. Got to try to get around him and just run away. So I'm not going to rotate tires before race 1. I'll leave it as it stands. Pressures seem okay. Car's balanced decently enough, so I just got to do the best I can with it, and then I'll swap before race 2. Could not be happier. I got my Saturday race win. I got my first race win while still under rookie status. So I got all the orange markings on there. I don't know, silly, but I'm taking that as a point of pride. So, got my race win. Today, it's just celebration, and then back at it for race 2 and 3 tomorrow.
None other than Colton Oldham. Charlie Beach. And in first place, and I think he's a rookie.
He is.
Kevin Bandy. Power Wagon. Is he dodgy?
Unfortunately, Sunday was not a repeat of Saturday. It was all about survival. Race 2, I got to start from the beginning, which was my first time ever doing that, and was intense. But I got out there, I made the most of it. If I learned one thing, it was that I can't take any of this for granted. I have to be on my game every moment to make sure I can even walk away with my car. Sometimes chaos just erupts. I even got so disoriented, I didn't know what position I was in. I saw a car go by that I don't remember seeing on grid at all, and assumed he wasn't even running with us. The car fell off so hard, being so high in tire pressure. I thought because of the damp conditions, high tire pressure would be an advantage, and it might have been right at the start, but that fell off quickly. I ended up picking up third place from race 2, which wasn't bad, but I was hoping to be top 2, whether it was right behind Charlie or getting him again for another P1, but just wasn't meant to be. Race 3, I took that seriously and I dropped the tire pressure way down. So hopefully this is going to put me back on pace. I got out there and I was able to line up right behind Charlie from a P3 start. This allowed us to work together to try to protect that inside lane. It's absolutely critical at Roebling. The right side has a much quicker way around the track, especially at 1 through 2. Multiple cars off meant yellows, even a red flag, and we had restarts, which completely changes the dynamic. Back under green flag, I pushed hard and I went for a shot that I probably shouldn't have. It's tough. I'm new to multi-class racing, and battling Miatas that aren't in my class is like a weird dance. You don't know if it's worth pushing to stay in your competition because you've got their awareness, their battle, your battle, all to take into account. It's not always clear what the right move is. Unfortunately, at this point, I may have had pace, but I have fallen so far back, and with all the resets, I've gotten mixed in with the Miatas, and it really made it hard to make up ground and get back to my position. So that meant P4 is all I could muster from race 3. A 1-3-4 sweep of the weekend is not too bad, but it just goes to show I'm not going to run away with this championship. Certainly not as a guarantee. I've got to work for every single position, every single weekend. But I guess when it all comes down to it, that's what this is for. I would be disappointed if there was a low level of competition. I want to be out here to better myself. I want to race as well as I can, and I want to get those results, but I want to be sharpened and improved as a driver. And it's proving that the Southeast NASA Spec E30 field is going to give me a place to do that. I've got Carolina Motorsports Park coming up next. I've been there, I've raced there. That was where I famously did my rookie race with Grid Life. That's where I got my license with NASA. So I've got a lot of history now, or a bit of history racing at CMP. I gotta see if I can bring all this back full circle and be as competitive as I can. I'm gonna bring that fight to Charlie. I'm gonna bring that fight to the NASA Southeast Regional Championship in 2026. It's absolutely gonna be worth it.